Number 132 in the Imprint range is Barabbas, starring Anthony Quinn, Jack Palance and Ernest Borgnine. Palance and Borgnine are in kind of supporting roles here, smaller roles later on in the movie, but what we have is we have Anthony Quinn as Barabbas at the start of this movie. It is a choice between Jesus and him about who is going to get a pardon.
Barabbas is a rebel, a robber, an assassin. Release Barabbas!
Of course, Barabbas gets it, and we see the rest of this man's life as he struggles to come to terms with what has happened. Barabbas isn't a great character. He isn't a good person. He is a thief. He is a fighter. He is a lawbreaker. He continually does the wrong thing. And all through his life, he hears tales of the wonders of Christ and the great teachings that he has. And he starts to wonder why he was spared and why this person that's revered so much amongst so many people was allowed to die in his place.
You can't kill me.
Be easy on you if we could.
And it's a great kind of allegory for faith and overcoming so much turmoil to try and discover what everyone else seems to take for granted, that he just cannot get a hold of. And Barabbas has such a sort of hard life. He kind of discovers early on that, or he feels as if Christ has stolen his death. He cannot die. No matter what situation he's put in, he seems to survive, and his life is going to be long, arduous, torturous, but he has to get through that. And along the way, he will meet lots of people in this kind of wonderful adventure.
Show me what you can do, grandfather.
Taking things for granted and ultimately paying a price for that. They're being locked up for decades and having to toil away under the ground mining stuff, whether it be put within a gladiatorial camp when he's far too old to be there and trying to survive. Barabbas' story is truly wondrous and fantastic to stay along, and I think Anthony Quinn really adds a lot of weight to the role. A little bit tougher for him when he's a younger man, but as he ages, I think he does remarkably well. You do get Ernest Borgnine and Jack Palance into pretty decent roles. Jack Palance himself is a murderous gladiatorial assailant, and he is particularly menacing throughout the movie. A character who only deals in blood and enjoys his dealings, and you get some wonderful sequences of these two kind of butting heads and ultimately having to face off against each other in the gladiatorial arena, which is a wonderful sequence in of itself. Ernest Borgnine has a kind of lesser role. He turns up a couple of times in the movie as a disciple of Christ who just kind of gets to see Barabbas a couple of moments in his life and how he's not really living up to what he could live up to.
When the light shone, you wouldn't accept it. When the dark came, you denied it. When the Spirit of God beckoned, you refused it.
I think Richard Fleischer really gives us a lot of pace, this story, allowing us to stop every now and again for the quiet moments to let us have a little bit of revelation for the character of Barabbas, to let him see him try to interpret things and ultimately pick them up in the wrong way. But it's fun to see him kind of move on. But at the heart of this one, it is a movie about faith.
I have no God.
I don't understand.
The journey that Barabbas has to go on to discover that faith is arduous, it's torturous, it's horrific. It would destroy most men, but it's something that he just rallies against. That decision at the start of the movie is something that haunts him throughout the rest of the movie. You know, whether you are a person of faith or not, it's a movie that you can enjoy. It's a movie that you can see this person's journey and feel for the character, the frustrations of the man who cannot comprehend certain things, who's looking for hard facts and doesn't understand that that's not all that life is supposed to be. Sometimes you have to take things in a leap of faith at some points.
God should make himself plain or leave me alone.
I enjoyed Barabbas. I thought Anthony Quinn's performance was great. Richard Fleischer directs the hell out of this one. There are some poignant moments. There are some sad moments as well. Moments where you think Barabbas is going to turn or change his point of view, but it just kind of reaffirms his silliness that he has and the barbaric mindset that he has at some points as well. I enjoyed this one a great deal. Better than I thought I would. Yeah. Surprising, fun. I'd love to know your thoughts on Barabbas. Let me know in the comment box below. Hit that like button while you're down there. In the description box there's a link to the Patreon and the membership program if you want to support me, and there are more videos up here if you want to check out more of my stuff, which I would appreciate. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time on Man v Film.